Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I am going to make a Chervil vinaigrette over asparagus. It's actually an asparagus salad. Now a lot of people don't like vegetables because they're not served in a way, but you can make salads out of them as well. Now a lot of people overcook their asparagus. Asparagus cooks within minutes. It's very tender, so you don't need to drown it in a lot of water. You can steam it if you wish. Or you can put a little bit of water in a pan. Let me turn this up on high. And what I'm going to do, we're going to be turning the heat on this in a bit. As a matter of fact, I barely covered this much on the bottom because I know they cook very fast. Now a lot of people don't know how to deal with their asparagus, so they just cut the bottom off. You don't have to. It breaks right where it has to be. See, if you cut it here, you're still going to get the toughness, but if you want to avoid it, just do this. That's all you have to do. This is the easiest way I've ever known to do asparagus. And then you get all the toughness off and you get all the tender of the asparagus. And we're going to make a salad out of this. And we'll be making different salads like this to show you different vinaigrettes that you can use on cold meat if you want to make a cold platter, or you have leftover pork and stuff. So there'll be a lot of these dishes coming out as well out of my kitchen. And you can see they're all going to be different sizes, but the one thing you won't have is the toughness of the asparagus. That's why people don't like asparagus, but this is how you do it. I watched one of my girlfriends, she was, I said, where are you cutting it? I said, take each end and bend them together. And I said, now you got all the toughness away and you got all the tenderness here. Some of them you barely bend and they break right away. And then other ones you have to go really hard, you know. But anyway, see, this one's small because this is all tough here. Yeah, I'm starting my compost again. Just rinse these off. These were prized vegetables in the colonial time because they have a very short growing season. And you're going to turn this on. There's very little water. You're going to bring it to a boil. Now, I'm not saying you can't steam them. Even if you steam them, you have to be on your toes. You don't want these soggy. You want them just done. Now, they want sherry vinegar, which I cannot find in my store. And I'm going to keep looking. Maybe they just haven't been able to get it in, or they were out of it at the time. So in place of it, I know sherry and wine are pretty much the same thing, except the sherry, if I remember correctly, is after they take the wine, it's the last part left in the barrels. And it has a slight sweetness to it. So I said, okay, well, wine's a little on the dry side, but I'm going to use white balsamic vinegar in this dish. Now I have to get my measuring spoons because this is what I need. Another thing you're going to need is goat cheese. You're going to need a shallot. Now what are these? Those have the flavor of garlic and onion put together. Very mild. They're great with eggs and mushrooms. I know a lot of people, so if you make a regular omelet, you could sit there and use mushrooms, dice mushrooms up. You've got beautiful flavor mushrooms you can buy in the store. With these, sauteed in some butter and pour over it, and it'd be very nice with breakfast sausages. And then if you want to make some biscuits, any kind you want that would suit your family, I would use light whole wheat biscuits. I know I talk about whole wheat a lot, but it's got so much that your body needs. And a lot of people can't handle straight whole wheat, so I try to adjust now I'm sewing, adjust recipes so you can use it, but you'll get that overwhelming slap in your face that you don't like. So once this heats up, all right, now it's boiling. Very little water. Spread them out. And we're going to let them steam. Get a knife because you're going to test them. You're just going to see if you can get through one. As soon as you can, You're going to take it out right away. We're going to lay it on this platter. I know you don't like this cutting board. Oh my God, but I love it. So I'm going to stick with it. Oh good, I got enough here. So while these are coming to a steam, let's go ahead and start putting this vinaigrette together. They want 2 tablespoons of sherry vinegar, which I don't have. So I'm going to use wine, because I know wine and sherry are pretty much the same. Definitely what, 2 tablespoons? Okay, 2 tablespoons. I'm not arguing, just questioning. So I tell you, we had to learn a lot in cooking and things that you can overlap and stuff like this to help you. Now we need, I know this is going to sound funny, but we need 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. And you're saying, what? Yeah. Okay, mine is boiling. Well, it's really steaming. There's so little water in it. And we are going to need 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, which is ridiculous. They should make it whiter to get to it. Almost. That's how fast they cook if you do them right. Okay, you want 1/2 cup of olive oil. All right. I'll put everything in there. 1/2 cup of olive oil. Dang. I am running out of measuring cups. I'll get to the olive oil in a minute, because by the time I look for it in all those dishes, this is going to be overdone, so I have to wait. They're done. Does that tell you how fast they cook? And they have a beautiful green to them. I'll show you. So I've got to spoon them out now. Look at that greenery. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'll save that. And I will put that water into my stock. Now let's get back. I need a, I just buried all my spoons in here. And cups. Now, as I was saying, we need 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Because see, the asparagus are still cooking. So you don't really have to panic out about it. Just realize that they're still cooking because they are hot as they cool down. That's why you get it just at doneness. This isn't a dish that you serve hot, so you know, that's why I can do it early in the morning. All right, that's a half a cup of olive oil. All right, and let's see, we are going, if you have fresh Chervil, you need 2 tablespoons finely chopped. I don't have that. I had to order mine through Amazon. I have been looking for 3 months for this, and it has not come in the store at all. So I finally had to go to Amazon and do this. Now they're talking about tablespoons, and I know if you use dry, it's 1/3 of that. So we're talking 2 teaspoons here that we're going to add dry. But if you have fresh, by all means, please use them. Use it if you can get it fresh. So if you don't have fresh, it's 2 teaspoons dry. And we're going to need 1 teaspoon of finely minced shallots. This one will more than likely do it. So let me chop this up. This would even be nice to take on a picnic, you know that, because it's a cold dish, and it'd be so different from everything else, like potato salad, macaroni salad, chips, franks and stuff, you know. If you're roasting a chicken outside, you can just imagine how nice this would be. So this is how you get your family to eat, by letting them experiment all these different foods. Okay. Let's see, add chopped sauce. I'm reading the ingredients. Okay, now we're gonna need some goat cheese. I told you this was gonna be unusual. It's a nice way of introducing food to people and making your meals so exceptional. How much is this? Oh, we're gonna use just about this whole thing. Come on. Okay, if half is here, half is here, and half of that would be here. Okay. Oh, that is so cute. You don't even say, well, the cheese goes on top. I love making this in the springtime. And you get a good price on asparagus as well. trying to get a fork. Did I use a fork this morning earlier? I don't think I did. I should be able to find it. Okay, I did use a fork earlier. Now I have to find it. I tell you, I have so many dishes around. Did my son's, there it is. And this is how you make a salad with asparagus. It's healthy. You cannot go wrong with it. The cheese is salty, so I don't have to worry about cooking it in salt water or anything else. The whole trick of this dish is to make sure that you don't overcook the asparagus. If you overcook it, it's soggy, and then you lose it. But here it is. Asparagus and a vinaigrette. Well, I should say a Chervil vinaigrette over steamed asparagus. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.